Oh, man. Did you hear that? Did that get on the record?
Yeah, we got a little bit of that.
Oh, that was nasty.
Got a little nasty throat noise.
You know what, TJ? It's Thanksgiving week. You know what I'm not thankful for? My whole digestive tract. I don't know what has happened. I hit 30, and I mean, it was bad before.
I was going to say, did it actually change? Because I feel like I lived with you for most of your 20s.
And it's been pretty bad. Yeah, you lived with me for the bulk of my 20s, and it was bad.
And it was bad.
But it hasn't gotten better in my 30s.
Yeah.
I saw an ad coming over here tonight down on Broadway, and it was for cowboy colostomy. And it was like, it's like a thing you take for gut health, like a drink. But it's
cowboy themed?
Yeah. But it's like Western, like, this is gut health. Like,
I guess they had to make gut health masculine. Yeah, I don't know.
They had to figure out a way. Classic. That was the most classic you shit. Just the phone dropping. Oh, we're back, baby. It's like we never left.
Oh, man.
Welcome to Cleveland Rocks.
Welcome to Cleveland Rocks, guys. On the happy Thanksgiving week.
The week, this Thursday will be Thanksgiving.
I hope you all have some plans.
Yeah. If you don't,
that's fine,
it's fine too. You know,
some of you are listening from other countries, and you know what? You never have plans.
Yeah, that's
on
okay.
Thanksgiving.
You know what? That's fine. I hope you're thankful for something. Name one thing you're thankful for.
No, just kidding. I'm thankful for my wonderful girlfriend.
There you go.
And
she is in the other room. She can probably hear this.
In our wonderful life and our wonderful apartment/home and all of that. Yes, I'm thankful for that. What about you?
I am grateful for just being alive.
Yeah.
I guess I'm grateful for my partner as well. She's a lovely lady.
Okay, so we're passing the test right now.
Yeah.
We're both assuming they're going to listen to
I know
the
for
first
sure Stasia's going to listen to this.
10 minutes
in
of
full.
this.
Yeah.
She listens in full?
She loves the podcast.
Wow.
And so do many people.
Yes, so we appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. We felt the love. Thank you for on the last step. Got a lot of love with Keenan and Kevin. Thanks to those boys for
those
coming
boys
on.
were great.
Yeah, that was a blast. So...
Yeah. Now we got a few more episodes for you today.
We got two here, though. I got to be honest, we really only got one.
But we got some things we can talk about with the clip show.
Absolutely. With season 4, episode 10, Drew's dance party special.
Yes.
So we kind of knew going into this it was going to be a clip episode. I don't know if you remembered, but when we were looking down at the list,
when we were trying to plan when we were going to have guests, we didn't want to have guests
for this one,
the clip app.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's all the musical moments of the show. Would you believe this isn't on the Drew Carey Show YouTube channel?
This one is not?
Oh,
wow,
yeah,
go figure.
There's no way. It's all copyright all the time here on Drew's Dance Party Special.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, the premise of the episode is the gang's all hanging out. We started the opening. It's the fellas playing cards.
Yeah, they seem to be making up a card game. At one point, Lewis makes a joke about how if they get like a 9 or something, they have to eat something that isn't normally food.
Right. So something that's not traditionally food.
I like whatever this game is. I would have liked to explore this route.
There's another one he says, and I can't remember. I think it's like if you get hearts or something, you have to make a pass at a family member at the next holiday.
Yes.
We don't really get to explore it though.
No, we don't.
Kate comes in with bad news.
Yeah.
The local rock radio station, WNKW, is going off the air starting tomorrow morning.
Oh, man.
So it's one last night where we can rock out.
Really rock out.
Yeah.
They really should have given people more of a heads up.
Yeah.
On the radio station, you have
less than 18 hours to recommend an Aerosmith song.
Right.
No, I'm kind of surprised that and we'll get to it. They bring it up that this is rock and roll town. Essentially, it's Cleveland.
Yeah,
the rock station can't stay afloat.
It's going out of business.
It's the 90s.
There's probably
music
too many.
Doesn't exist yet.
We had I think back to my hometown. Have we talked about radio stations on here before?
Briefly. I've brought up B101 in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I feel like
I've
talked about Bob FM and Froggy.
Yeah, Froggy.
But there's just too many.
Yeah.
There's too many different rock stations, or there's classic rock, there's harder rock.
Do you believe that still to be true though today?
Yes, even today. I mean, look, there's still
rock stations don't exist.
if you
It's
flip through
mostly
the radio,
playlists.
nah. I feel like if you flip through the radio, you still get some.
Yeah.
Although now everything's satellite radio, really.
Right, and it's all being consolidated.
And-
like iHeart owns a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
it's all satellite radio now, and it's all these rock bands. It'll be like Led Zeppelin satellite radio, and you just listen to Led Zeppelin.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the best of the Who.
Yeah. I always it made me sad a little bit. I do love, like, there's another life if I had been born, as we sit here and talk on a podcast.
Yes.
If I had been born like 40 years earlier, imagine how cool.
I would have been a radio personality.
Imagine how cool that would have been a dream job for sure.
Yeah.
Like, just to go and to play your playlist, to have the aux cord for all these randos
For millions of people
in the
around
Cleveland
the world.
metro area.
Yeah.
And just to, I don't know, play your favorite songs and get on in between and be like, that was, Dexy's Midnight Riders or whatever the fuck,
That was Cream, and
Yeah.
we're here in Cleveland. What do you think, though? Do you think it's like mostly you get to tailor it, or don't you kind of have to take in audience suggestions and requests? And
I think you
things?
get to do both.
Yeah.
I do know, like, a disc jockey.
Yeah.
Still, there is one guy. Well, I literally know as a boyfriend of a friend, and he was doing it in the Allentown, Pennsylvania area.
There you go.
And one thing I guess I didn't realize about radio now is, again, since it's all like satellite and it's a lot of pre-recorded stuff, they're not doing these
Totally.
live calls anymore. Like, they'll do the live calls, and he takes one in here. It's from Mimi, and we'll go through the app, but just to he takes these calls in bunches, like one day, and then he records them and he banks them and he shoots them out, and like he's only recording from like this studio in Allentown, and then they get broadcast all over the country.
Right.
On all these satellite stations,
know
as if he's a real guy doing it.
that's sort of
it's
been-
almost just for like the nostalgia of this is what radio used to be and what you guys used to like about it. I don't know.
I know that's sort of been like a point of contention, though, with some people being like, oh, well, the local roots sort of get ignored then, right?
Definitely.
Because you can just sort of produce in mass this one guy who's then like in Detroit or in San Diego or like places that they've never even been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like fielding calls of if a almost to create the illusion as if a San Diego local called in.
Yeah.
To talk about some fucking, rock band or whatever song that he wants to hear.
Yeah. It's
I
weird.
don't know. It's weird.
But
Radio's a weird business now.
and unfortunately, it's even less in business, I would say,
Yes.
probably. But anyway, the
just-
gang decides they're
Yes.
going to spend this last night with WNKW listening to the whole thing.
Yeah, they're going to have a grown-up slumber party. Did they now, did Kate drop their ages there? Did she say they're in their 30s?
I think so.
A bunch of 30-year-olds having a slumber party?
Sleepover, yeah.
God, it just like it makes me feel a little bad as someone as someone like about to be 30. You're 30.
I'm 30.
It's just like, God, these people are like, to me, I keep looking at them as grown-ups.
Do you ever see those?
We are them.
You ever see like those memes? It's like George Costanza at the start of Seinfeld was 28 or something. Like it's that
that's
sort of thing,
crazy.
man. You know,
Who determined that? Because I want to know. There's no fucking way George Costanza
I'm
was
assuming
28.
Jerry Seinfeld in the Seinfeld Bible. It says George was 28 when we started, and that's I don't know.
Now, if you
The
watch
show Bible.
that's so funny because if you watch, I just watched that show, I Love L.A. on HBO.
Oh yeah, me too.
And it's like Rachel Sennett playing like a 28 or a 29-year-old.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a way different 28-year-old
absolutely.
than whatever George Costanza, Jason Alexander was
So
playing.
you know what? I will
in the
say
90s.
similar personalities. I think people trying and failing upward at
trying
work.
and failing upward. It's the social tendencies are a little different.
Yeah.
But you're right. To be fair, I guess it's
The gay guy on that show kind of reminds me of Kramer. Now that we're talking about it,
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know why. I'm just we got to talk. We should do a podcast about that show because I have you enjoyed it at all?
I only watched the first episode.
Okay.
And it made my girlfriend too anxious, so we haven't watched the second one because she's from LA and she was like, "This is everything I hate about Los Angeles and why I moved."
Yeah, it's like the Erewhon smoothie of television.
Absolutely. Anyway, sorry, sidetracked again.
We get into the sleepover. And this sort of begins what the show is, and it's just a sequence of greatest music hits on the show thus far.
Yeah.
I will say, I don't believe we get anything from season 4, so at least they're not recycling from this season.
No.
Which is nice.
They definitely play the old hits.
Starting
it starts with Lewis. Well, Lewis tries to call in.
Yeah, he successfully
calls in, which I was surprised, but they do eventually get to I figured it would get to the plot point where everyone in Cleveland is trying to call in and the lines are busy. But Lewis calls in. He makes some comment about how he learned how to dance with a bunch of old car parts or something.
To this song,
this particular song.
You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet by Bachman Turner Overdrive.
Yes.
And it's the sequence of the guys trying to get the money when they're doing that little dance at the Warsaw.
Yeah.
With their junk in the packages and they spin it and
it's Velcroed to all of their belts.
Except
for Larry, who didn't know they had Velcro.
My man just hung like a damn donkey.
Yeah.
He's just out there eating Gomez.
They had to give Larry something.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, and it's just that scene again where they're all dressed like UPS guys in the Warsaw dancing.
Mm-hmm. And then we get a special title sequence, different from the normal title sequence.
All the graphics were different, which is what at first threw me.
Yeah.
Because they had starring Drew Carey and all this stuff in the bottom,
and like an old school Hollywood radio.
I was
font.
gonna say it looks like Warner Brothers font. Yeah,
no, totally.
Very
it's like
much
big, tall, thin letters.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, they're really treating it like a special title sequence and all that. I then realized why they did that. It's because they wanted to include the normal title sequence as part of the episode.
Yeah. Which I'm not gonna lie, I'll just say it now because I wrote this in my notes.
Yeah.
I was just like, if I was all excited to tune in to a clip show, this clip show felt because again, clip shows were of the era. This is like what I've watched a Seinfeld clip show many a times.
Yeah,
but they spliced it together. This just took massive fucking chunks. Mm-hmm. And to be fair, they're great chunks, and it would be hard. Like, this show's already centered around music. The choreography is amazing. I meant to look up who the choreographer is for the show because it is pretty consistently great across all these numbers, and I wonder if it is the same person.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know. I compare it to the Seinfeld clip show. It's actually spliced together. They had a soundtrack, and they showed all the like different, just different punchlines and everything. That is not what this is at all.
Does the Seinfeld clip show have like a sort of like arc to it as to why it's a clip show?
Like a little bit,
like a very thin premise.
Kind of like a half-assed arc like this too.
Sure. Yeah.
Where I think he's trying to get out of the house. And anyways, just something keeps coming up.
Right.
So anyway, but I was just like this. And again, to get to the fact that we even just have the full title sequence. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You're just going to make me watch the full title sequence?
Not only that, we get 2 title sequences.
Yes,
that they
we
have
get
done.
the other
we
one.
We get the one before Cleveland Rocks, which we'll get to now, I guess. We come back after the titles, and the gang is trying to get through the radio, but like you said, everybody in Cleveland is calling to wish this radio station farewell.
Yes.
Get their requests in.
And Oswald isn't, we should note that Oswald isn't here anymore at
He
this
left
point.
to go get beer about an hour ago.
Yeah,
like,
and
where
Lewis
the hell
is out
is
of
Oswald?
beer, so they're not, I don't know how they decided to partake in this sleepover and not go get beer first.
Right. Seems like a crucial misstep on their part.
But anyway, they hear a voice pop up on the radio.
We hear Oswald.
Yes.
Oswald's on the radio. He says he gave the DJ $50 to take over, and the guy didn't care. He's getting fired tomorrow.
He called himself Grandmaster DJ MC Oz.
I like Oz.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oz is like a short name for Oswald. Is that normally what Oz is for? Is Dr. Oz Dr. Oswald? Or he's Mehmet. His actual last name is Oz.
It's just OZ.
That's weird. But if you're Oswald,
yes,
I think
and
Oz
you go
is
by
okay.
Oz.
Yeah,
Ozzy. What about Ozzy?
I like Ozzy too.
Is Ozzy?
Ozzy Osbourne, God rest. Was he an Oswald?
Was he an Oswald?
I'm going to Google that really quick.
Crazy. Some of you at home might be like, what the fuck are you talking about? But
John Michael Ozzy Osbourne. So I guess it just came from his last name.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Anyway, that's just
good stage name. Yeah. I don't know if anyone's ever said that to him. Hey, that was a good stage name.
You really fucking nailed that one, dude.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Anyway.
The first song Oswald plays is technically an emergency nuclear alert system.
Yeah, he accidentally hits a button.
He puts down his beer and
goes to show you the power the radio has.
And also, just you can't just walk in. A lot of people, I think, even with podcasts, they're like, "Oh, I could fucking do that."
Oh, I could just hit record on a Zoom.
There's a couple more buttons you have to hit, and some buttons you absolutely can't hit.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't want to say it's like a hard job, but like. You need to go to school for it.
Yeah. You definitely need a degree.
I got a degree, okay? So fucking pump the brakes.
So he turns that off, and the next song he says is a shout out to Drew, and it is 5 O'Clock World
by the Pogues.
Yeah.
And it's the title sequence from like season 2.
You said the Pogues?
The Pogues. Is that not what it is?
It's the Vogues, I think.
I think it's
Am I wrong?
Pogues. I don't want to big dog you, but I went to college for this, TJ. You know, I think it's the Pogues.
Dude, Shane, I'm gonna need you to. I don't know what fact check you're looking at, dude.
Aren't the Pogues the English band? No, wait.
1966, 5 O'Clock World, the Vogues.
Oh God. Is it the Vogues?
I mean the big dog you hear.
No, I've been big dogged. No.
So anyway.
By the way, so we go through the title sequence.
5 O'Clock World by the Vogues, and it just plays out the full old intro.
Yeah.
Now, I guess the other thing, now that we've like talked about it a little more, I was thinking like, I guess this is pre-YouTube. Obviously, not. I guess I know that it's pre-YouTube, but. It's like you could not go back and like we can easily watch these title sequences in full by Drew Carey.
Oh, for sure.
If we wanted to. Most of these people could not unless they had recorded the episode in which it aired in full. Because if we remember, most of these, they air the full Cleveland Rocks, they air the full Vogues cut. These are like several minutes long, and these do not air in full in most of the episodes. No. So I guess maybe it's fun for people who are like, oh, it was even fun for me a little bit because I'm like, I don't remember all the parts of this. Like we were talking about how Lisa, Katie Silverstone's character, is dancing with Drew, and I forgot that she was there whenever this intro was introduced. And then they do just look younger.
Oh yeah. Well, this was
I also didn't realize
Drew was hot.
That Larry I also didn't realize that Larry was driving the car in that carpool in the 5 O'Clock World sequence. I don't think Larry was as prominent a figure
at the time
at that point.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think there's also just something to say about like, look, if you're going to do a clip show, I'm kind of, even though again, it's ultimately proven like they can't put it on DVDs, you can't stream this on YouTube. It is fun at least to like, they chose the fun moments. You know what I mean? Like all these musical moments are like highlights, I would say. They're like the highest production value you've seen on the show thus far. Yeah. The most intricate, the most visually
we brought it up when they came up for the first time. It is like, it's a very impressive dance number.
Absolutely. The lighting, the sets. I mean, we'll get to it, but like what is hip? You know, that whole fucking thing.
That thing is a trip. We did that with the Lyle episode of this podcast.
We did.
Yeah.
But anyway, we go back then after the 5 O'Clock World to Oswald. He has found the soundboard. And he's made his voice echo, echo, echo.
Yes. He's looking for records in this cave.
Fun bit. He then recommends, or no, he doesn't. He then dedicates a song to Kate. We get a taste of honey, and here he's got a whole story that kind of blows up Kate's spot at the sleepover.
Yeah, they mentions like, Kate, you'll remember this one, and it was about how the time she stole money out of Drew's wallet when they were kids or from his room.
Yeah.
And then she blamed Lewis, and then they beat the crap out of each other, and then they got Drew got grounded and couldn't go to the Led Zeppelin concert.
Mm-hmm.
That's
she's a conniving little monster.
And then they piled on her. They gave her the Geek sandwich.
The good old Geek sandwich,
I don't know if you guys have ever been Geek sandwiched.
You ever just have two dweebs hop on top of you? Though I guess Geek sandwich does imply one of them's on the bottom. How did they choose the hierarchy here?
Yeah.
Drew's the bottom slice.
He's definitely a bottom slice.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
Drew's a power bottom slice.
Power bottom slice. In a Geek sandwich.
Yes.
And then we get the scene where Kate is auditioning to be in the boys' band for the Battle of the Bands.
Yes.
And they're singing A Taste of Honey by Herb Alpert.
Yeah.
I forgot. I
hope they didn't play this version on the radio.
I still love how bad Krista Miller is at singing in this scene.
And how good she sells it.
Yeah, no,
and it's like the horrible dancing.
It's
too,
impressive
and the
to be
jerky.
that bad.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And like, I just chef's kiss. Well done.
Yeah,
well done.
And I didn't remember this whole scene where they were talking about how out of tune their instruments were and everything. But yeah, no,
we don't have tuning polish.
Yes,
right?
that was something
that's why they
that
can't rehearse right now.
Yeah.
We then get Oswald back again. The general up and down of this is like song back to Oswald.
You know, I forgot that remember Oswald was a DJ?
Oh shit. Yeah, when we start this.
That's what I started thinking about.
I forgot that entirely.
I was like, season 1, Oswald was a DJ.
But like a wedding DJ.
Yeah.
Right? He wasn't on the radio.
It was before he was even a UPS guy.
Yeah.
He was just
God, how the mighty fall.
Yeah.
The economy was rough.
Now he's got a good union job, but he used to be an artist following his dreams. Yeah, no, I forgot that Oswald was a DJ. He played for like that Halloween party in season 1.
It's weird he didn't bring that up. He's like, yeah, I broke in.
Well, I was assuming that's why they gave him this job.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, Lewis would have been just as equally as interesting to have behind the mic for this radio sequence, but no, that is probably why. That might be why they did it.
God, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah,
good, deep,
good pull. There
dive.
You go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why y'all tune in.
That's why you tune in.
We're learning the deep lore of this show. You just had to be patient.
Mm-hmm. Oswald dedicates the next one to Lewis, who says he has the soul of a poet.
Yeah.
And we cut back to the house.
Lewis is leaving a big stinky dump in the toilet.
Leaving the shitter. He's Febrezing the fuck out of Drew's bathroom.
Yeah.
He's like, what did I miss? I don't know why he did. I mean, other than just like to have a gimmick. But we get What Is Hip by Tower of Power.
Yes.
The disco sequence. Drew's rollerblading.
What an awesome sequence, man.
I love like the weird pop culture montage that's in the middle of this.
They had all the flashing images.
Yeah, you get like I think it's like Woody Woodpecker and
you almost
some Warner Brothers stuff.
You have to pause it to even actually register what any of it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, and I think you're right.
And then it's like the costume changes in this sequence are amazing.
Yeah, the choreography, costuming.
They're like hula hooping in the Warsaw, and then now they're cowboys, all dressed as cowboys and cowgirls in the Warsaw.
I like the little punk rock scene where like Mimi's in like leather and like a beret, and they're like lifting up Drew after he stage dives. Why did he think he could stage dive? That's a crazy thing for Drew Carey to do on this show.
Yeah.
This was around the time I did look to see if the episode was on YouTube, and no, it is not.
No. I wonder if the original, because I guess this Tower of Power sequence.
I think that's cut from the re-air.
I was going to say in the re-air, it's probably cut.
Yeah.
Especially on YouTube, I would imagine.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But it rules. It's a
all
shame. I'm glad they took a swing with it. just Drew's weird love of music.
And if I remember correctly, that song, like, there's no reason for it to be.
No. I remember very clearly. It was just like, oh, what the? Why did they do that?
Yeah, because to your point, when we had Lyle on, he was like, "Is this like a regular thing?" And we're like, "No, not really.
No, this is." And actually, it's even more startling
out of context.
They didn't do more of that.
Yeah.
Like, there have been some weird cold opens, but honestly, a lot of the cold opens are a little more connected in season 4.
Yeah.
Than, like, what was it, season 2?
Yeah, this was season 2, I believe. Yeah, or even like I'm thinking, when the mall is invaded by aliens.
That's like, exactly what I was thinking about. Something that seems
a little, at least it makes a little more sense maybe than just a random dance number.
Right.
God, I love them. I love the dance number.
Yeah.
We go back to Oswald at the DJ booth.
It's the midnight hour.
He's doxing himself.
It's the kiss my butt, I'll play what I want hour. And then he tries to shout out his mailman. Yeah. And he gives out his full address. He's like, hey, I'm the guy that lives at
whatever address, apartment 2.
And he gives his first name. He's like, I'm not going to give my last name on it.
Good going, Mr. Harvey. All right.
Yeah.
And then this is, where we get the current title sequence. I made a note that this one feels lazy, and I think we've addressed it.
Yeah, we addressed it. It's just like,
what else are you going to put in?
Come on, Cleveland rocks. Yeah. I mean, it'd be one thing if again, this had been an old intro that we weren't still using in every fucking episode.
Yeah, if we didn't use it in the next episode that we saw.
Yeah, we use it in every episode. Yeah. So I'm like, this is a little lazy, a little insulting. If I'm a viewer tuning in on whatever ABC Family Fun, whatever the fuck day that this is airing, I'm probably annoyed that I'm watching this.
Wouldn't you? There was a point where I was like, they're not going to play Moon Over Parma, right? Like, because that would have felt even more lazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, that's like half a song, too.
Right. It's half a song, and it's just like an animation of Drew sort of over white smiling. Like, I would have been like, oh, come on, you could have. If you ended with it, maybe.
Yeah.
But
anyway.
We go back to the gang. Kate has finally gotten through to Oswald, and she wants to hear Time Warp.
Yes, she wants to hear Time Warp. She gets through. She gets through on the. I was wondering why did my stupid brain was like, why didn't she just like text him? Why was she trying to call? Why was she trying to call him?
Your 1998 world where we just have phones.
Email him.
He send him a page.
Yes. So anyway, she finally gets through. She wants Time Warp, and then right in the middle of his call,
Mimi dials
in, and she says, "I'm horny and drunk, and I want to hear Groove Thing."
Yeah, there you go. So, don't we all, girlfriend?
That's me. Yeah,
that's me dialing in at 2:00 in the morning on a Saturday.
But who are you calling?
I'm calling anyone who will pick up. But it's me, and I'm just requesting.
Calling your senator.
Representative Nadler.
I'm drunk and horny.
I'm drunk and horny, and I need to listen to Justin Timberlake right now.
Now, soon we'll probably get the call of Kennedy now.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jack Schlossberg, is that his name? Schlossensberg?
Yeah.
I think he's
the guy running for Nadler's district, for those of you not
in tune with New York politics.
New York politics.
If I've learned anything over the last month, it's that New York politics are national politics, if not global politics.
Yeah.
Everybody gives a fuck about New York politics.
Yes.
Including people who do not live here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry to get political. So then we go into the, this is season 1, right? No, season 2. This is how they end season 2.
Yes.
Because it's after they take the trip to New York and they come back.
Yeah, and they come back, and then they're like, what are we going to do?
Let's go to the midnight showing of Rocky Horror.
Yeah,
so it's the Rocky Horror versus Priscilla drag off. It's Time Warp versus Groove Thing.
Yeah. Just still awesome choreography, great costumes.
Yeah.
Especially the Priscilla drag.
Yeah. Shout out to all of the fruit head baskets. And
also, again, I think I remembered Mr. Wick was on Team Mimi, but I didn't remember Larry was on Team Mimi. So, yeah.
There's a lot that we forget about. He's a complicated individual.
Yeah.
You know, we got to give him some love.
So, no, that was awesome. Yeah. That's still awesome. And
then we get to the final song of the sequence. Oswald's queuing up the song when a cop knocks on the door.
Yeah. And Oswald launches into this rant about how they're shutting me down for broadcasting without a license. And
we should be allowed to speak.
Yes.
Don't you agree?
Yes.
Cop's not actually there to shut him down, though. He's there to tell him that his house has been broken into.
Yes. He says, wait, my house was broken into? How did that happen?
There's no way of knowing. There's simply no way of knowing.
And then he also happens to mention on the radio, I hope nobody got into the garage because that wasn't locked at all.
Not locked at all. Lewis freaks out because all of his stuff is in the garage.
Yeah.
Drew convinces him to stay for this last
song.
And it's Free Ride by Edgar Winter Group.
Yes.
And it's the do you remember why they were in court? It's the guys all stripping in court. Was it like a public decency thing?
Remember, it was having the brewery.
Oh, it was the illegal brewery.
It was the illegal brewery in the neighborhood.
But how did we get to them getting naked?
And there was some sort of public hearing on it, and I cannot remember why they stripped down naked in that here. Like
we don't see much of that, to be honest. They clip it real tight, so we don't really see.
It did feel like, I remember it feeling like a random ending to that episode in the moment as well. But it was about having some sort of freedom.
Yeah.
The
freedom to bare my ass in a court.
But then what song was it again? It was
Free Ride.
Free Ride.
Free Ride.
That was good.
Yeah.
So anyway, and who else was there? It was Nikki. Nikki was there.
The credits. The credit scene is where
Thin
we
Nikki
get
was Thin Nikki was in the court playing the music then. It was before she had ate all the food.
Oh, I didn't even register that she was in Drew's life at this point.
Yes. And then
But is that when she was still like, they weren't dating and she was just a real estate agent?
No, they were dating at that point a little bit. Because remember, Thin Nikki was also there whenever he beat the pig in the watermelon eating competition.
Oh, yes.
So anyway, bypass all this. Get to the credit scene, and it's the fridge dance scene, which is also a great number.
The Drew Nikki. I couldn't look up if that was a real song or if that was made for the show. I'm gonna assume it was a real song that then they repurposed.
Yeah.
So all of that included, we get 8 dance clips throughout this episode.
This clip episode.
This bottle ep, whatever we want to call it. It's not really a bottle ep. We get a couple of scenes elsewhere.
Again, just like I don't have a bunch of clip shows, in my head
saved in the memory bank.
But if I'm to compare it to one I definitely have saved, the Seinfeld one, this one's a little weak. Yeah. I mean, it's just like we're just taking, again, all the dance numbers are impressive and everything. But to use like half of them on just the intros, I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
They must, at least I got a week off.
Yeah, well, I think after China, it must have been like, hey, let's give Drew a reprieve here.
Yeah.
But also, respectfully, like, I think it's fun. I think it is like, if you're gonna clip something together on the Drew Carey show, make it like the fun, memorable, the big moments.
Yeah.
That's my argument on it. But
we didn't even get musician Drew, though.
No, that's what I was saying. Well, we didn't touch any of season 4. We didn't get like the guitarist auditions.
Yeah.
We didn't get any of the weird Ramada stuff.
No.
But I get it because that's probably too. Could you imagine, though, if we're in season 4 and they're like, hey, here's 3 episodes ago? I would have been even more mad.
You're right.
There's no good way to do this. I think they did it
not.
the best way.
Yeah.
But there's no good way to do a clip show, I think.
Right.
Then we watched season 4, episode 11.
Drew gets detained by ICE.
Does he? What?
Yeah, no, I'm just...
Kate's family.
Yeah.
Kate gets a family, which is kind of like Drew. It's not at all like Drew getting detained by us. So yeah, we start with Drew and Wick talking at the office. Wick asks Drew if he's on drugs again, because he's pretty sure he saw Drew Carey leaving a health club.
Yes.
Why couldn't we just call it a gym? Is this a Britishism?
I want to shout out Mr. Wick's haircut.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Looking like a little haircut boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it any, be real with me, is it any real different than his normal hairstyle?
It's just a little shorter.
Okay. You got a little bit off the top.
It looks like a guy that just came from Great Clips. And like you're like, oh shit. It's like the guy at work where you're like, did you get a haircut? Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah. And then you don't say anything. You're just like, oh, nice. Like, it looks good. No, you don't give him that. You're just like, no, okay.
The first coworker that compliments me when I get a haircut, I do keep a register in my head and they get a little brownie point.
Oh, nice.
I give them a little gold star in my head.
What do they get when they get a certain amount of gold stars?
I mean, nothing. really. It's just I'm keeping a ledger.
You keep just so you know who's wronged you and who's been good to you.
It's mostly who's been good because, like, again,
when the world comes to an end, you know who's on your side.
Yeah, absolutely. I know who's gonna be like, oh, hey, I know what Shane normally looks like, and it's not that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank you, Jonah. I appreciate it. Gold star.
Anyway, so Wick says, "Am I on drugs? That I see you leaving a health clinic?"
But
and
here's my question: why couldn't we just call it a gym?
Good question.
Is it a Britishism to call it a health club?
No, because sometimes, like even like New York Sports Club,
right.
I call that the gym, but like people do call it the sports club,
the wellness club, or
I feel like center. That's just what these uppity metropolitan types call these things.
Yes,
you know, all the uppity people in Cleveland calling it the health club.
Health club.
So anyway, Drew's like, yeah, what what's the problem? I'm swimming there now, and Wick says something about, is everyone else swimming in your wake? Like dolphins. Mm-hmm. And Drew's like, hey, I'm not on you about getting a firm body, or something.
Drew basically throws it right back at him.
And Wick cannot take.
Wick folds like a piece of paper in the wind.
And he even says, you should know at this point that I can dish, but I cannot take.
That's
so
true.
Good for him.
I know so many people like that in my life.
Yeah.
When I heard...
Let's shout them out right now.
All of them. Ready? When I heard swimming, I thought my ears perked up on your behalf. I think we've brought this up before. Throughout high school, you were a swimming champion. Is that a correct title?
I was not a champion.
Okay, well, you were a man who swam.
I was pretty good in high school.
Yeah,
we used to.
Your mom was a swim coach.
Yeah, she was my swim coach. That's probably why. It was a lot of like, hey, we're gonna do 2-a-day practices where. You have to wake up at 5 a.m. before school and swim a couple thousand yards. And then you have to swim after school with everyone else.
Yeah.
And she extended this invitation to everybody on the team, but I'm the only one that lived in her house.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
So I'm the only one that went to the morning one.
You can't leave
at
it.
5 a.m.
Can't leave it.
And then you spent the whole day smelling like fucking chlorine. And because they over-chlorinate the pool in the high school because everyone pees. So
is that true?
Yes,
really?
100%.
People are pissing in the high school pool?
Oh, don't play dumb.
No, they're like, aren't you 14 at that point? Like, you're an adult.
Don't play dumb with me. Peeing in the pool, man. That's an all ages thing.
Hand to God. I piss in the ocean. I will say that. But I don't piss in a pool.
That's God's pool. The ocean is just God's pool, man. You're pissing in his private pool.
That's on me, God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you and your beautiful ocean life creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, everyone I think is peeing in the pool. Mm. I mean, granted, I don't actively. It's not like I have to pee. It's not like the ocean where you're like, oh, I have to pee, and you jump into the water and then you pee. That's gross. Just go to the bathroom. But like, I don't know, if people have been out in the pool all day, especially swim practices and everything, and you swim for like 2.5, 3 hours, eventually maybe a little slips out. I don't know.
Just accidents happen.
Yeah.
But
email us if you pee in the pool. By the way,
I like how most of these episodes just go with us like being like, hey, if you do this weird thing, let us know. And nobody ever emails us about it. People have emailed to be like, oh, thank you for reminding me of my childhood with my father, or like, hello from a different part of the world. And we're like, tell us what underwear you're wearing now. That's kind of what we want from the emails we get. We get very kind and compassionate people, and we're like dirtbags.
Like, email me if you piss in the pool too. All right.
Is it true that if you piss in the pool, the chlorine turns a different color? Or is that just some bullshit? It's some bullshit.
That's what they tell you, so you don't pee in the pool.
Yeah, that's what big pool's all about.
Yeah, that's what
big pools here being like, oh, you can't piss in me.
Yeah,
you can't piss in me. I'm gonna go and turn a different color.
Yeah,
fucking lies.
All lies.
Anyway, Mimi comes in, and this is the first time her and Drew are interacting post China trip.
Yes, and she brings it up right away. Mm-hmm. How was China?
Drew's being very cool, calm, and collected about it. He goes, you wouldn't believe how many body cavities a person has to be searched.
She says, believe it or not, China was not my first choice, but my cousin quit her job at NASA.
Yeah.
So, boy, would I have liked to see that. If the LA Times thought China was preposterous, I would have liked to see what happened when they put Drew Carey on the moon at the International Space Station.
You could see it from your house. Look up.
Yeah.
And you know, Mimi is kind of like stressed here. She's waiting for some sort of retaliation, and because Drew's being so kind, it's getting in her head.
Yeah.
And Drew's like, "No, listen, I'm above it. I learned a lot from China." And they start walking over to Drew's cubicle. And you in the back in sight, we see what was Mimi's cubicle.
Yeah.
And it's now burnt to the ground.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I feel like, you know, I know Drew says even after this, he's like, we're not even.
Yeah.
But
no, I think he's even.
I feel like the absurdity of how violent this, I mean, maybe it's not, I'm going to drop you in China on the Great Wall of China without a passport, but at least Drew got memories out of that one. I'm like,
you got a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got a whole episode out of it.
You'd have, if it's 2025, he'd have a Hinge prompt.
Yeah.
Ask me about my time in China.
But Mimi just got her shit burned to a crisp.
Yeah, everything is burnt. The desk is barely standing. Troll dolls are gone. The computer is fucking burnt. How? Why?
Yeah.
It's bizarre. Well, we find out how, but
Yeah.
Drew basically, you know, he's talking about the parasites he picked up in China.
Yeah, he's like, because he was talking about why he's calm about it, or why it's like maybe it's something he picked up in China,
some of their practices,
some sort of reference to maybe a sort of
Eastern way
of living, and letting the peaceful way of living or whatever. And no, it was just parasites, he said. So
this one
was very violent.
Me
about
burning
it.
this down is just for the small one. And then he starts talking to the small little parasite in his stomach, and they agree that it's time to go get lunch. But yeah, you're right. He tells Mimi that they're nowhere near even. I wonder. I
got some parasites in China too.
Did you?
I
really?
told you about that story.
I didn't hear the parasite story.
Right, about just like the violent food poisoning I got on the way back.
I don't know if that came up on the last one.
Oh,
no.
It definitely didn't. Ah, man. Oh,
damn.
14-hour flight back from China. And
you had violent
food poisoning.
Now, did your whole family, or was it just you?
It was just me.
Oh God.
It was from hot pot. I don't know if you've ever eaten hot pot. So it's a style of meal in China where it's just like a pot of like a boiling water.
It's a pot of hot.
Yes, it's a hot pot. It's a pot of hot and you put things in it.
Sure. So it's a boiling pot.
Yes, and you put like meat, and then they say, "Oh, when the chicken floats, you eat it." And I think some of it was floating before it was cooked, and I ate a lot of raw chicken because then, literally the next day, when we hopped on board that 14-hour flight from Beijing to fucking Newark or wherever the hell we were flying.
Oh God,
horrible.
Were you running? Did you have an aisle seat?
They moved me. It was that bad, and then God. I sat in the aisle seat next to the bathroom, just in cold sweats, constantly raw. I didn't sleep at all. Just constantly getting up and shitting my brains out. So anyway, or maybe it was the Subway tuna. I don't know.
Visit China.
Yes.
This is a tourism campaign by the Chinese Communist Party. Anyway. Jesus. Anyway, so then we go to the titles. We come back. Kate comes into Drew's house, and Drew's all kind of confused as to why she's there, because she's supposed to be working.
Yes.
But we find out she was told she can work from home.
Yes.
Which is great. Only problem is she was working as a waitress.
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to do from home.
Which Drew brings up, and then Kate's like, yeah, it's cute, isn't it? I didn't figure it out until I was in the parking lot.
Yeah.
She was canned.
She got fired. Drew tries to, calm her mind. He's like, hey, don't worry. If you need to, you can stay here for a bit. I'll give you some money. And Kate points out basically this is the same thing they've been doing for 16 years. It's just her trying to find something and failing.
Yeah.
And then Drew comes in with a job opportunity for her. It's not like the most glamorous or long-term thing, but his next door neighbors, the Fosters, who we have not met, I don't think.
Yeah.
But they've got kids, and the kids are being babysat, but the house needs to be watched after.
Yes.
So would Kate be interested in house sitting?
Yeah.
Kate's like, why did that remind you of me? And Truth's like, oh, well, you have nothing. They have everything. That's just how my mind works.
Yeah.
So good friend Drew out here with the
Drew,
gig.
giving her a new gig. I wonder how much do you pay a house sitter?
For like, well, it turns out I thought it was going to be a weekend.
Yeah, it seems like it's only like 3 days.
No, it's longer than that.
No, but they cut their trip short.
Well, they did. But like when she's later down in the episode, we learn it's like 5 days. So I think it's like a week. She's probably house sitting.
I guess that's what you need a house sitter for. If it was a weekend, that's kind of why can't your house stand on its own for a weekend?
Right. Just lock it.
Yeah.
Don't be like Oswald. Use your key and lock it.
Right.
Anyway.
So also shout out Drew here. The fact that he had enough breakfast for the two of them.
Does that surprise you? Drew Carey always makes meals for two.
Yeah. He just had a little extra breakfast for Kate ready to go.
Yep.
And he poured her a little glass of orange juice and he poured himself a big glass. I don't know if I was supposed to recognize this, but I did.
I hate to big dog you, Kate. That's exactly
that's what it was.
The theme of these episodes are big dogging.
But anyway, so
we get then the return
of Sharon the handy woman.
I did not see it coming, and I love it. I can't believe she still works for Drew after all of that fucking shit they went through.
Yeah,
where he was like basically
literally ruining his house just so she would talk.
So this woman would come over.
Kind of romantic, but whatever.
It's kind of insane, but whatever.
So anyway, she's talking about the things she's been fixing. I guess she found a beer can in the snowblower and a beer can in the gutter, and she said there's something wrong with the water heater, but I got a theory. And then Drew returns her blowtorch.
Mm-hmm. She asks if he burned down Troll Town.
Yeah.
And we find out, she was the one who lent him the blowtorch.
Yes.
Great job by Sharon helping commit crimes.
There's something more fucked up about the burning of Mimi's desk when you think about like he was burning the little faces on the troll dolls. Like it's one thing to burn furniture, but even a little toy with a face
to look into their eyes,
that feels like you could get put on a list for doing that.
Well, the disdain he has for that woman.
Yes,
he
did go to China.
Are trolls people? This is the question.
Yeah. Yes.
Experts say no.
At what age is a troll a person?
We find out, is also the one who's been talking to Drew about swimming. He told her all of his stories about lifeguarding.
Yeah.
Which Kate raises an eyebrow to.
Yes.
And then Drew basically is like, back me up on this, while holding out a blowtorch directly to her face.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, yes. The swimming day. I mean, your lifeguarding days. I used to just lie there and lie. So anyway, but
they've got some date now.
Apparently they're swim buddies or workout buddies, and they're going to be going to the health club.
Yeah,
Sharon, that did want to make sure that he is a swimmer because she swims half a mile a day. She said. So
is that like a lot to swim a day?
It's not like I mean, for like a regular adult.
Yeah. Okay.
But for like, I don't know, a competitive swimmer, and not as much.
Like you would say, I don't know, a Pittsburgh high schooler's doing laps around Sharon.
You would do more than that.
Okay.
Whenever you're
that's enough information, but also no information at all in terms of how much is a normal amount.
Listen, I am many years removed from that part of my life.
I'm not saying how much could you do right now.
No, I can't even really remember.
That's fair. Numbers are hard. I'm not going to make you do math.
Yes.
So Drew is officially trying to smash again.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's and Sharon leaves and they go in the other room. Kate's calling the house sitter, to set the whole thing up.
Gets the job.
And then she asked Drew, she's like, so what's the difference now between the last time you asked her to go out and she wanted to be friends? And Drew's like, well, now I used to be a lifeguard.
There you go.
So that was literally it.
And sometimes that's all you need.
Yes.
It's just a very
new
good
little
fabrication.
backstory.
Yeah. You know, I used to be a magician.
Yeah, that'll work.
That'll work 9 times out of 10.
Yeah. For some girls, that'll work.
Yeah. So then we go to Lewis, Oswald, and Kate. They're all in the neighbor's house, and it's fancy.
Yeah. It has carpeting and
a fireplace.
A fireplace with a gas fireplace that
you can flip on and off.
Lewis flips on and says he's Lucifer or something.
Yeah. It lights the world on fire.
Yes.
And it comes, we learn, with its own strange man in the kitchen. Oswald kind of like freaks out about this.
Hold on. I do want to bring up the one comment Oswald says before all this. He's like, wow, this is a nice... Drew does live in a nice neighborhood. Or Drew doesn't live in a bad neighborhood. It's just his house.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm like, you motherfuckers... You live in his fucking house. You don't even go to your own place.
Don't disrespect the man. Yes. You just had a sleepover there.
He is the only one of you with a house.
That is true. He's the only homeowner, I think, in Cleveland.
Yes, and it's his parents, but who cares? You brew beer in the garage and you play pool in the backyard. He's got an awesome bachelor pad. You fucking be nice.
It's cool. It's cool. He doesn't need a fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah. God.
But anyway, yes, strange man in the kitchen. We come to find out it's the plumber, Scott.
Scott Honey, crucially. He comes with his own pet name. His last name is Honey.
No, man. I didn't even pick that up.
Well, because we'll get to it in a second. He's played by character actor Neil Flynn. I have seen this guy before.
Yes, definitely.
I could not tell you what from, though, like off the top of my head.
I cannot remember either.
But
Neil
he's definitely
Flynn, his face
things.
looks familiar.
But we learned that while the Fosters are gone, he is kind of maintaining their grounds and taking care of plumbing and things. And he's got flowers because they were obstructing one of the pipes he needed to get to. Yeah. So he gives them to Kate. Kate seems very smitten with this man.
Yes,
right away.
Is.
When she gets the flowers, she goes, "Thanks, honey." And it's like, oh, right away, here we are.
Right.
Head over heels.
Yes.
You know? The neighbor kids run in, their babysitter's following. Turns out the babysitter can't watch the kids. Her father-in-law is sick and she has to get on a plane.
Right now.
So
she just dumps the kids on Kate, and she also throws in that maybe there's an outbreak of lice at school, so they might have had lice.
Yeah, it's going around.
And then she leaves.
Yeah. She's like, I don't know if they have it, just burn everything, I think is what you're supposed to do. Yes. Do you ever have lice growing up?
Nope.
Me neither.
Is that the one where if you have it, you gotta like take a tomato soup bath?
Oh, I think that's right. Or is that chicken pox?
Or is that if you get sprayed by a skunk?
Could be both. Lice might die in tomato soup.
I don't remember. I know they make lice shampoo though. If you do get it, which Kate brings up. So anyway, she sits down with the kids and she's like, I don't know what to do, and then Lewis
fucks with them.
He starts saying that, the bugs are gonna, they're just little bugs, but they're gonna go inside your body and eat your organs.
The kids aren't really concerned about the lice.
Yeah, they were not.
They suddenly are the most concerned you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because Lewis is saying they're going to burrow into their organs and all of this shit. So who is it that comes in and calms everybody down but Scott, the plumber?
Yeah.
He diffuses the situation with a joke.
He also says, we should say too, they bring up the lice shampoo here. And Lewis says, but then that's going to rot your brain or So he's really not helping the situation.
Not at all.
Scott comes in to be the perfect opposite of Lewis. Yeah. And he's like, he checks the kids' heads out, and then he's like, what is this? A headpiece? Is this a headpiece?
And they're all laughing
around with their floppy hair.
Everybody feels calm and relaxed. Kate gives him this look of just like, oh, he's perfect.
Yeah.
Like just, you can tell immediately they're smitten.
Kate's in love.
Yeah, Kate's in love. We go then to the Warsaw. Lewis and Oswald, they're making bets for entertainment with each other.
Yeah, they're like catching nuts in their mouth.
Yeah.
Pause.
Hey, yo. What?
So they're catching nuts in their mouth.
Yes.
And Lewis pulls out or something tropical, or he has like a Brazil nut, which is like a bigger nut.
Yep.
And
he tries to.
Well, Oswald says, you don't want to do that. You're going to choke on it. And he was like, I can give myself the Heimlich.
Yeah.
And Oswald bets him $5 that he can't.
Mm-hmm. So Lewis swallows the nut.
Yeah, he throws it up, he catches it, he starts choking.
We get him choking immediately, and then he basically runs to every chair in the Warsaw and tries to give himself the Heimlich.
Yeah, just like leaning
pushing
on
down
them.
against
He
it.
goes to the jukebox and leans on it. Some guys come over to try and help him. He pushes them off.
That's not part of the terms here.
Yeah.
He's got to do it himself. And then he runs back to Oswald, and Oswald's like, you see, I told you couldn't do it. And he's like blue in the face, dying.
Yeah.
And then Oswald gets his $5 and gives him the Heimlich himself. And that,
Right.
That nut goes flying out his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back to the nuts flying. But this episode is going to be called Pause, I think. It's at this point, Kate and Scott come in with the children.
Yeah.
He's calling her sweetheart.
Yeah, she says sweetheart. And whenever they says that she's or to go get a seat or something. He says he's going to go get a seat with the kids. And then, I don't know how many days it's been at this point, but
they say 5. She says he hasn't been out of my sight for 5 whole days.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
And I think to your point, I think I said he calls her sweetheart. She calls him sweetheart. And there is some. We get the vibe throughout this scene. It might be a little bit of a one-sided love affair here.
Yeah.
So the kids are obviously with them. They've been hanging out, having a good time. Mimi comes over and scolds Kate for taking kids to a bar,
which. I mean, I grew up going to a bar. I feel like you did too. It's just like weird.
They got food there.
They got food. You go get they
got music.
They got chicken wings and fries. That was a great thing to get as a kid. I remember after school, when I was in elementary school, my parents were both working. So after school, I would go to my grandma's work, which was at the bar.
We've talked about the Elks.
And I'd say I'm going to go hang out with my grandma at the bar, and I'd just go eat I don't know, I'd have a Pepsi and eat some Cheetos, and I'm like, that's just a cool place to hang out.
Yeah,
you hang out with the guys, the day drinkers, the old Vietnam War vets.
But here comes Mimi ruining it for all the youth.
Yeah.
She's also so fucking paranoid about Drew Carey. And I wonder if this is going to follow into other episodes.
Yeah.
Because, again, we don't really see any more of the Drew Mimi standoff stuff in this episode.
No. So, I think she'll get over it eventually.
I wonder if Drew will, though. That's my question. But anyway, the kids are, antagonizing her and calling her a clown and this, that, the other. And Scott then turns to Kate. And they're talking about their plans for the evening.
Yeah, Kate wants to go watch a movie or something on the couch or whatever, and Scott was like, "Oh, I was gonna go and have a drink with the boys tonight."
Yeah,
and Kate's like, "Oh, she doesn't love that idea."
She's like, "We have beer at home."
Yeah, we have beer at home.
She forgets the crucial element of the fellas.
Yes,
they don't have the fellas.
You cannot replicate the fellas at home.
No.
The fellas only exist in the wild.
You cannot replicate the fellas. So they kind of meet in the middle. She's going to have a beer at home, and when they come back, maybe they can watch the movie after. But we leave it in an interesting spot where she's weird about it and wants to spend all of her time with him.
Yeah,
and the kids and this family that she's created.
And Scott is totally like, "Oh, I get it. You want the same thing every night."
Yeah,
where it's just like them on the couch watching So it made me kind of sad. Yeah. I was like, how did Scott get roped into this?
Well, he was just handsome and nearby.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
The two worst things to be.
Yeah.
That's why I strive for the opposite of that in every situation. But it is what it is.
Yes.
Drew, then we go to his house, and he's got some real bad swimmer's ear, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever dealt with the swimmer's ear in a terrible way?
No, not really. Okay. Once in a while, maybe my ear would aggravate me, but I feel like as a young man that I swam my whole life as a kid and frequently in a pool. If anything happens, you get over it very quickly.
Sure.
Nothing lingers. So yeah, but even to this day, if I swim laps, I don't get swimmer's ear. I don't
I
don't really know how it happens.
I would get water in the ear that would not be fun to get out. But I think swimmer's ear is a completely different thing, right? Where like it disrupts your eardrum or something.
Yeah, and then it also kind of throws off your like equilibrium and you fall over a little bit. Yeah.
Well, we'll see that later with Drew. But yeah, it's gotten to the point where he's gotten prescribed drops to put into his ear.
Yeah.
And his doctor is warning him he will lose hearing if he does not take the drops.
But he doesn't want to take it kind of like a dog and its medicine. So Lewis pins him to the couch and starts squirting it in his ear.
That's right. Yep. Pause. That is right. So, and of course, as this is happening, in walks Sharon, and she goes, "Oh man, it's one thing to hear about this happening, but to see it is really just something."
Yeah.
She is there with parts for Drew's water heater.
Yes.
And she also is talking about the swim they're supposed to have on Sunday, but it's looking less and less likely for Drew, given his current state.
Yeah.
Like Lewis and Oswald are basically telling him you can't go swimming, but Drew's out there trying to smash.
He really wants to smash so bad.
Does he think he can have sex in the pool?
Yes.
I mean, I guess if you can piss in the pool, you can really do anything.
Yes, and you can't get anyone pregnant if you have sex in the pool.
If it's hot enough.
If it's hot enough,
that's
right?
The rule.
That's the science.
Yeah. She has a swim radio. Did you ever? I hate to make you the swim guy.
No,
did you ever use one of these?
No, I actually didn't even really know they existed.
Yeah,
but then I was at like a sports club, or earlier this year, and they were selling them, and it was just like some sort of like they were kind of like AirPods that you just wear in the water. But I've never had any that like. Did you ever have underwater headphones?
Never in my life. I had goggles, but that's not at all similar.
To underwater cameras. I do know those. Those were cool. We had those.
Aren't those GoPros? Isn't that what that is?
Oh, but pre GoPros, you could get like one of those film cameras that you wind up.
Oh wow!
And click underwater.
Damn, and it would turn out okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But no, underwater technology. I don't know anything about that.
We don't know anything about the swim radio other than Drew puts it in his ears,
and it hurts.
Oh, it hurts like a bitch. He can't take it.
I felt that pain that time.
Yeah,
he really sold it.
Drew sells the fuck out of his pain. Drew Carey's very good at selling pain.
His pain is honest. It's real.
Kate walks in very upset. Scott isn't at home. He went to his real home. It's like he doesn't even care about this family that she's created in her mind.
Right.
It's here that Drew was talking to Lewis, and he goes, I would have thought that you would have gone crazy first.
Yeah. What does he say?
Lewis is like, yeah, I guess I got cocky with it. He thought he was going to run away with it. But
That's good.
So Kate, in an attempt to get Scott to spend quality time with her, has Drew watching the kids at his house, but this is a couple days after the last scene. Yeah. And Drew has deteriorated pretty quickly, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like he has a bandage on his ear at this point.
He's got cotton swabs, trying to stop any liquid.
Also, he can't, like we said before, he can't really stand up. He can't walk.
Yeah, his balance is
off, and his glasses broke because he fell in the parking lot at work, I guess.
The legs or the arms of his glasses, just completely smashed.
Yeah.
So he's held together by duct tape and cotton swabs.
He doesn't have a backup pair of glasses.
You'd think.
I mean, you're a glasses wearer. You have several pairs of backups.
At this point, I only have this pair that I'm currently wearing, and then my last pair, which is an old prescription.
But you always got to have a backup.
You got to have backup. Yeah, I think it's crucial. Yeah. It's a different time. Maybe Drew didn't have the money. I don't know.
Right.
So anyway, he's now responsible, blind and partially deaf, for watching these children. They come downstairs and they say, "Hey, Uncle Drew, we found these magazines in your bedroom." Yeah. And he freaks the fuck out.
He freaks out, but he realizes they're comic books. Yeah. Which I also love about Drew.
Yeah. It's either porno or comics. Books. He's a man of multitudes.
Yeah.
And he kind of gets annoyed with these kids wanting to do things and have fun.
Right.
He suggests they go play with the new toy that he told them about, and then the girl is like, "Oh, you mean the broom?"
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, I guess they're bored. The kids are saying they're bored, and then at this point, the kids run in the other room, and Drew
puts on the television,
but he turns it all the way up
because he can't hear for anything.
Sharon comes in. She's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah, it's blaring. Drew can't even hear that she came in.
And she turns it off, and she very clearly realizes there's an issue. She's like, we are not going to let you go swimming tomorrow. This is ridiculous. Clearly you're having an issue.
And Drew's pretty insistent that he wants to go.
And then she, at this point, catches on and she's like, does it have anything to do with, what I've said before about or about being more than swim buddies.
Swim buddies.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think that's worse than the friend zone.
Swim buddies hurts.
Yeah. Friend zone, okay, it's pretty bad. I'm your swim buddy?
Like, I don't even feel like I can invite you to my house. I don't know how she keeps coming. I guess it's work.
I don't even it's not even about being seen as a sexual object. It's about being seen as a person. Like, I don't think a swim buddy. It's like that sounds like a child's plaything.
Yeah, you're the lowest on my group of friends if you're the swim buddy.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing you would get at a gas station and throw at the bottom of the pool, and then you have to go collect it.
Yeah.
That's what Drew Carey is to. Yeah, exactly. That's what Drew Carey is to her. So yeah, no, Drew's kind of relieved because his shit is all fucked. He hates the pool. It's too cold.
He hates swimming. He doesn't like any of it.
So anyway, we then go to Kate. We cut to the Foster's home.
Yeah, the Foster's home. She's there now that she dumped the kids on Drew so her and Scott could have a night. Kate's there in a robe and lighting candles.
She has lit, I think, 1,000 candles.
It
feels like the most candles I have ever seen lit in a home.
It's a little reckless.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know how I like a candle.
Her one job is to watch over the house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and you just created a fire hazard everywhere.
Right, and you're going to have sex in that room?
Yeah, is that what you're thinking, Kate?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's wearing just a robe.
Yes.
Ooh, scandalous.
So Scott comes in with his little suitcase, and he's like, "What's going on? I thought you told me we were gonna play with the kids."
Yeah.
And then she comes over and she opens her robe and she said, "These are the kids.
Meet the kids."
Yes, meet the kids. It's like, damn, Kate,
she's cooking, dude.
Yeah.
When a woman is horny, she's going to get what she wants.
Yeah, she's pulling out all the stops.
All the stops. Scott kind of backs off, and he's like, listen, I think we need to talk about where we're at with this.
Scott's like, we're playing pretend. This is not our house or our life.
It's not our kids. You're not my wife. Like, none of this, And he's had a good time, but it's not their family. So he kind of disrupts her reality and says goodbye, and he leaves. She pulls open the robe once again on a cold winter night.
Yeah, say goodbye to these or something.
And somebody else, like one of the other neighbors, I guess, is looking, and she yells at him
to keep shoveling the driveway.
Keeps shoveling your snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so it's no good. And then back at Drew's, Kate and the kids walk in the next day. She is now single parenting it.
Yes,
and
she's
they
like,
had a bunch of fun.
Yeah, we had a bunch of. It really felt like such a single parent life. She's like, we had a bunch of fun. We went to the bowling alley. We had pizza. Sort of.
And this one, she's pointing at the boy. This one's become a real man of the house.
Yeah, he even ordered for us.
Yeah, and it's here that Drew gives the good news that the kids' parents, the Fosters, are home early.
Yeah,
and then the two kids immediately run off. And, back to their parents. It crushes Kate.
Right.
Her reality is completely destroyed now. And it's at this point that Drew and Kate sit down and they start, kind of where we started the episode. They're back to that.
Yeah.
They're like, what is going to be our life?
Yeah. She has this line, if it's ever going to be like real, you ever worry about having it for real and it being like family and kids and
just
whatever.
A partner.
She wants a supportive. And they talk about having a supportive guy. She wants a supportive guy with like 2 mop top kids.
Yeah.
And then at that point, Oswald and Lewis run in.
Yeah.
Like little kids. They want to show them.
Giddy as hell.
They want to show the Drew and Kate their snowman.
That they made out back.
And then they were like, should we go see or wait till they pull their pants down for some more attention?
They get up and Kate looks out the window. We don't see it. Kate goes, well, it's too late for that.
Yeah.
So I do just want to say in this scene, as she's talking about wanting that supportive man, Drew's arms around her.
Yeah. And, I think the strong implication here is like, oh, look, they have it.
It's the thing that we've hinted at the entirety of the show.
Yeah.
The reason really that Oswald and Kate didn't
are
get
not
together.
Married. Yeah.
There's a lot of, and how long can you keep up a will they, won't they, is the question.
I guess what season does Kristen
Miller leave.
Kristen Miller's
7 or 8. Like she's here almost towards the end, I think.
All right, so 8 seasons you can do this then. I think is what we learned.
I mean, it has to at some point we have to cross that, I think.
Yeah. Do you think they have sex at all? Or like maybe not sex, but do you think they kiss? Anything?
Hand stuff? They do some hand stuff.
What base do they reach? Come on, please.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's sooner rather than later. I don't know. I mean, I would have thought it would have been sooner than 4 seasons.
Yeah, I just really thought that maybe they'd try it, go on a date, anything. They're not doing anything.
And I'm sure some of you listening right now know
what
something.
Happens.
We don't. Let us find out.
Yeah, don't email us.
Yeah, don't email us.
Do not email us.
Talk about if you peed in the pool.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
The credit scene here is Kate sneaking in the middle of the night to the Fosters, waking up the kids.
Yeah.
And then she tries to convince them to leave with her to start a new family.
Right.
She invokes the X-Files.
Yeah, she said what because she's like trying what the kid's like why are you our real parents? How do you know you're our real parents and they're not our real parents?
Yeah.
And
she's like, do you ever watch
Casey ever walks on? And they're like, no, we're not allowed. And she's like, well, that explains it. Mm-hmm. It explains the whole thing.
Who do you think sets the bedtime?
Yes.
Yeah. Big sleep.
Yeah.
Big parents. And then the kids immediately run away before before she lets them out the door.
Yeah. So
that's that. I thought it was pretty solid. It's you know what? We don't really get a lot of Kate-centric episodes.
No.
So I appreciated it.
I did appreciate kind of a change of pace.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and again, the music thing was fine, whatever.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's a clip show.
Mixed bag, but we had a good time, and we hope you had a good time listening to this.
Yes, thank you guys.
You know all the stuff. We're on the Instagram. We're on the YouTube. You can email us at clevelandrockspodcast@gmail.com. All of our links are in the description.
Please.
Thank you for listening.
Some follows.
And we'll catch you in the next one.
Later, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.